Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here comes the option. Running to Green. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
The lone back's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running it to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Bama! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Alabama 7, NC State 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Austin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. He's loose. A 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are, an 88-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's McGowan. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Try to get it to the edge. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Austin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
That's the end of the first quarter. For Alabama, 14, NC State, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The expressway is wide open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Man, what a huge gain. And this offense is so frustrating to defend because you got that guy who's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Call him what he is, makes the big play, chews up a chunk of yardage before you ever know what hit you.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside. Dances
away. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Direct snap. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's...
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to throw, it's McGowan. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty helps some, but it's still third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tide.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback keeper. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you, I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's McGowan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your... Could just make one more guy miss. That might have been huge.
All wideouts, no backs. He's looking for an open man on second down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Murray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's loose down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
So challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's McGowan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Handoff from the gun. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks one deep. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2 His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
First down for this offense. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Running back searching for a hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, running back on the move. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's on target and complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Fights off a defender. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Ready up.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score.
Come on, set. Over.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, NC State 21.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Jumped on top of the pile.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Snap it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game. So you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
Yep. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. NC State quick to the line.
Second down.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The offense set for a 1st down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UTSA has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now, and you're... You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Austin. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They'll throw it on first down. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw in you. You saw it right there.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down.
325. Roll.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Razor.
Wants to fire on second down. Going up top. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's McGowan. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. In the waiting moments, that could be a costly play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Coming after it. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First down here for the offense. Using his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Split backs here. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. All kinds of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback checking the play. He'll start this drive firing. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On second down, looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On second down, just keeps firing. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pulls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Working that left side now. Makes a catch and knocked down. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.